Well, hi, folks. Welcome to the West Coast. I am your host, Danelle. And I'm coming at you from Oregon. The beach over here, it was finally a beautiful day after it feels like months of rain. And so I'm very happy to feel some of the sun on my skin and have a little bit of drying out all this mud puddles around. But I just was curious thinking about this question: who sets kings in their places? And I had kind of questioned because, you know, Lucifer offered and tempted Jesus by offering him all the kingdoms of the world. And so it's almost like that part would lead you to believe that, Satan had some say in who was in control and who was ruling kingdoms. But I also remembered a verse that said that God sets kings in their place. And so I decided to look it up, and let's just take a look. So I like to look through all the different translations and just kind of see what the different ideas are that are being translated to us. He changes times and seasons. He deposes kings and raises up others. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to the discerning. He controls the course of world events. See, that's quite a different idea. Let's just take a look at these first ones. He changes times and seasons. Controls the course of world events. Times and seasons. Change the times and seasons. Change the times and seasons. Okay, who changes times and the periods. Okay, so, seasons would lead me to believe that it was like literally summer, spring, fall, winter seasons. But this is like period, so yeah, I'm curious what the original Hebrew, which we could look it up here, is. It is he who changes the time and epochs. So that would be like more of a period of time, like a season of, obviously, I feel like we just entered a new epoch in 2020, and it definitely feels like changed times. And a new epoch has begun. And, so this is like he removes kings and establishes them. So obviously, God does establish kings and appoints kings, which is very encouraging. It is very encouraging when I literally feel like every political leader or ruler country in the whole world is just corrupt and that everybody's corrupt. But I don't believe that's true, that they are all corrupt. Because here God says that he actually does play a hand in removing and raising up kings. And so I think that this is a very encouraging. If this says God changes all this, like, it's not the New World Order or the Illuminati bad guys that are doing it. Yes, those people do exist, and there are enemies of God all over the world. And obviously there's demonic forces at work through those, organizations and people, but they would like us to think that they have some kind of power over the times and the seasons. I think they want us to think that they're the ones making these changes and they're the reason that everything's being accelerated. But I don't believe that's true anymore. After reading this verse, it is he who changes the times and the seasons. He removes kings and establishes kings. Yahweh. He gives wisdom to wise men and knowledge to men of understanding. So this is like super encouraging to me today, because I think that it can be really a stressful idea that everybody in leadership is corrupt. And I just, I know God is in control. I know he's in control. So, okay, there was another verse that I was going to look up here. And it was... temptation. Okay, so ever since like this easy search engines, I used to know my word and have to look in my word to find the stories. And I knew like the chronological, like where I was looking for what I was looking for. But ever since these search engines online, man, my brain hasn't had to work. So I don't know my scripture as good as I used to before these tools, but I can still appreciate them. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want Bible Gateway. Luke, where's the Blue Letter Bible? Okay. We're looking in Luke 4. Blue Letter Bible. All right. So he was tempted by the devil, and they were entered. Hungered. You son command the stone bread. Blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. Showed him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. The devil said, "All this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will, I give it." See, this is what's crazy is. From this verse, this would almost lead me to believe that God gave him all the kingdoms of the world, you know? Let's see the tools in this verse. So, you know, and I think God does. So, Satan's under the authority of God, and he has to get permission to do anything. So this possibly was just a temporal moment in time that Diablos was, had all the kingdoms. I mean, that was possible. Okay, I will give thee. All this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me. What's this word here? Moi. That is delivered. Here, let's look at this word. So, deliver up, give over, commit, betray. Interesting. It's the same word used for deliver and betray. To give into the hands of, to give over one's power or use. To deliver to one something to keep. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't give like a time on, so I guess this could have been a temporal giving up of the kingdoms, and it was his to give unto whoever he wanted. I was gonna read. I will give unto me. I just wanted to look up this one. I'm sure it just means me. Mine. Okay. Yeah, so interesting. A little Bible study, but yeah. Oh, I was gonna look up the Daniel 2:21. Daniel 2. And I do apologize if I have any live people in chat. I haven't been putting many videos out, and so I haven't had anybody watching the last few times I've done live, so I just didn't have anything set up. But hi, and thanks for watching, if you're watching. I usually do these videos just for things that I want to remember and for my family to see later. Okay. Changes the time. See, I wonder what is who he. Okay. Changes the times. What does this mean? Okay, so the times. Strong's definition. From a root word corresponding to that of a set time, technically a year. He changes the times. And the seasons. What does this mean? A set time season. Root word. Masculine noun from the root word. Simon. The time, appointed time. Time, especially a stated time. Its own time for everything. Everything remains only so long. All things are frail and fleeting. Right, so that does seem to be like a season here. Not just like summer or spring, but an actually a season. But yeah. Okay, well, I mean, through this verse, Daniel 2:21, it tells us God's in charge. So even when we see wicked men trying to get our vote, we can not worry. We cannot worry because God is in charge, and ultimately He is in control, and He wins these. Yeah, so be encouraged today and have a blessed day. Thanks for tuning in and watching the video. See you for the next one.